Some accept everything you give them. Even if you give them soft eba with okra, they will chop. Wow, what's happening? No, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I talk about baby food, baby recipe. I've dropped 1 or 2 3 4 recipes, mostly for 6 months old babies. Okay, because I always preach feed milk only from birth to 6 months. Yeah. Now I'm going to talk about what you should expect when you start introducing new foods to your baby, and what you should look out for and stop the food immediately. So without wasting so much of your time, I'm Nelly's Corner, a mom vlogger, content creator that stays here in Uyo, but I'm from Imo State, all in Nigeria, guys. The first thing you should expect while introducing a new food to your baby is that he or she might reject it. This one has nothing to do with exclusively fed or mixed formula fed baby. No. Some babies that were exclusively fed, some of them, when they see new food, they rush it. So it's not about, I made a mistake feeding my baby exclusively. That is why he or she cannot eat drink pap. No, sometimes formula fed babies reject food when you introduce it to them newly. The first thing you should expect is what? Rejection. Please do not feel frustrated, because it can be frustrating. I experienced it as a first time mom, and I can tell, I am talking from experience, that it can be very, very frustrating, to the extent that if you want to feed that baby, you pull off your clothes, okay, and use tie wrapper, because it's time for work. Because you have to do something. In as much as they say do not force feed, and it is right, do not force feed, but how will you do it? How will you do it? Will you allow your baby to go hungry? Yeah. So I'm not saying you close your baby's doors or close, oh, no, but at least try to pet the baby, sing to the baby, distract the baby for the baby to eat. It is very, very normal. Then secondly, while introducing food for your baby, it's always advisable to introduce that food at least for 1 week or 2 weeks, or let me say 10 days before introducing another food. What do I mean? If you are introducing food to your 6 months old baby, let me say for example Cerelac or Friso Gold or what is Nutribomb, you should use one at a time for 10 days. Don't mix Nutribomb and maybe the next day you are giving your baby Cerelac, after that you're giving your baby Friso Gold. No, because once your baby reacts to it, you won't know the particular one that he or she does not like in her system. So it's always advisable to start with one. Then if in a case you're a baby friendly mom, that's you did exclusive for your baby, you should also suspect the formula you are using. If it is not the main food, that's the Cerelac or the baby food, then it could be the formula. For the mom who did formula feeding before 6 months, I mean, you've been using the milk already, so I'm not sure it's going to be the milk. It's probably going to be the main food. So for the mothers who did exclusive breastfeeding, should watch out for the milk, and also watch out for the baby food, to check the one that your baby is reacting to. So how do you know when your baby is reacting to some of these foods? It's either your baby is stooling, yeah, or your baby has constipation. If you're giving your baby enough water, remember too that once you start introducing food to your baby, please give that baby a lot of water, yeah, give it to him, because they're not used to solid food. They are used to watery food, which is the breast milk, the white food, the formula. So when you are introducing new food, give a lot of water. When you are sure that a baby drinks a lot of water but he or she still constipates, that means the baby is reacting to the milk. Yeah, it's usually the milk that causes that constipation. Yeah, I experienced it with my first baby, and I noticed that a particular milk he doesn't like it. Each time I give it to him, he must constipate. So the next thing you should watch out for is throwing up. Once you give it to your child and he or she throws up, that's a sign that his body, his system doesn't like it. For example, when I introduced egg yolk to my 6 months old baby, then not now. He always throws up. He will throw it up. He will vomit it out. He doesn't like that egg yolk, even at this his old age. Next thing you should watch out for is red rashes. It's a sign that your baby is allergic to a particular food. So these are the things you should expect. So it doesn't sound wow, what's happening, no, 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 so that you're not taking unaware. Okay, so watch out for these signs, but not that all children will go through these signs. No, so accept everything you give them. Even if you give them soft eba with okra, they will chop, yeah, at 6 months. But why your power? Don't go and give strong eba. So these are the signs you should watch out for. So once you see any of these particular signs, please discontinue from using that or formula. So most foods that babies usually react to or get allergic to are eggs, milk and groundnut. So talking about groundnut, if you are going to make Tom Brown for your child, I have a Tom Brown recipe on this channel. Do want to check it. If you are going to make a Tom Brown for your child, first make small quantity of Tom Brown, add it groundnut because Tom Brown usually adds groundnut. Watch that child. If he or she does not react negatively to the Tom Brown, that means his body or her body accepted the groundnut in the Tom Brown. But if he or she reacts badly, it it's likely to be the groundnut in the Tom Brown. So you can easily do Tom Brown without groundnut. Okay, groundnut is not the main ingredient in Tom Brown, though it is nutritious. It is always good you add groundnuts to the Tom Brown. You guys should watch out for more baby recipes, baby food recipes. I know a lot of you have been asking questions on my old videos concerning baby foods. Reason why I stopped or reduced hand from doing baby foods is because my children have outgrown it. Okay, they've outgrown it. They now eat mostly what we eat. They are 4 years and 3 months and 2 years and 8 months. So they've majorly outgrown it. But I have a newborn baby that will soon clock 6 months next year, January or February. So I'll be let me not make mouth, okay? Let me not make mouth, but expect healthy food recipes from me. Healthy baby food recipes from me anytime next year. By God's grace. Yeah. By God's grace. It's not a promise. Next thing you should expect when you're introducing new food to your baby is that there will be a change in their excrete. Back then when they were less than 6 months old, you know how the excrete used to be. So it's not when you see something stronger, you say, hey, they have come, oh, he cannot poo again, no, upon all the water. Yes, you have started introducing semi-solid foods, so there will be a change in their excrete. It's not going to be like the normal egusi soup used to. Pardon the egusi soup. But you understand what I mean. It's no longer going to be like that. This is too much information. TMI. So, having said this, what did you experience? What's your experience while you were introducing food for your baby? Did you eat it gladly, or was it war? Was it frustrating giving like anytime you remember to give your baby food, your mind will skip? Was it like that for you? For me, for my first, it was is there any word worse than frustration? It was depressing. Anytime I remember he's going to eat food, I'll go and dress in my full regalia. For my second, he accepted everything. So this third one, let's watch and see. Fingers crossed. Having said this, I'm going to draw the curtains here. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have you liked this video? If you watched up to here, it probably means that you like me or you like my content, and I appreciate you too. Because if you don't subscribe, what will I be on YouTube doing? So thank you so much for watching up to here. I do not take it for granted, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So for now, bye bye.